Okay, we're gonna take our wrist from this, just a straight arm all the way down, to this, a cinched in wrist with a little cuff. Okay, the first thing we're gonna start with is a slip stitch on our hook. And then we're gonna pick a hole, any hole between your granny stitches on that last row. I'm gonna go here, okay? Now we are going to be decreasing stitches. So that chain 3 is my first double crochet. And now I'm gonna put half of a double crochet in this same space and half of a double crochet in this space. So what that means is start making your double crochet, and you're going to pull through the first 2 loops and stop. Okay? Don't pull through the last 2 loops. Go straight over into this next hole, work a double crochet, but only pull through those 2 loops. And now, to finish it, you're going to pull through all 3 of those loops. So you just kind of turned 2 stitches into 1. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you'll have 1, 2 double crochets on this side, 1, 2 double crochets on this side. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around. So we're going to decrease both of these stitches. So work 1 full double crochet, 1/2 of your double crochet, 1/2 of your double crochet, and then bring those together. And then work 1 more double crochet. And you can see it looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches in here, but if you look at the top, you have 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, because you brought 1 stitch from here and 1 stitch from here together. Does that make sense? Because a granny cluster has 3 double crochet stitches. So just keep doing that all the way around. I'll have to twist my work a little bit. One double crochet, half of the first, half of the second, pull through, third double crochet. So you're just decreasing across 2 of those holes. That is the best way I can describe it. Okay, and when you get to the end of your sleeve, if you've only got 1 hole, so you can't do a decrease, just put a regular granny cluster in there. Because I have been turning my work at the end of every row, I'm going to do that again here. You don't have to. If you know how to do it the other way, do it the other way. So I'm going to chain 3, turn my work, and now in this space that I just chained 3 up out of, I'm going to work 2 double crochets, and that's going to be my first granny cluster. Now I'm going to do the granny cluster all the way around. So right here in this space, and now right over here, you're going to go in this space. You're going to skip those 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches that you made and go into that space with your granny cluster. Go into this next space. To the next space. And just do this all the way back around until you need to slip stitch to join. And once you're back there, slip stitch into the top of your chain 3 and to turn your work. And then chain 2. You can chain 3 if you want it to count as your first double crochet. I'm going to chain 2 and ignore it. So now I'm going to work a whole round of double crochets. So I'm going to put a double crochet in every stitch all the way around in the actual stitch itself. Now, if you want to work into this hole and put your double crochet there, you can. It doesn't matter. But because I'm using a bigger hook, I've got that little space there is easy enough to put a stitch in. So I'm just going to keep doing that all the way around. I'm going to skip those 2 I started with, slip stitch to join, and chain 2 like I did in the first row. Okay, now I'm going to go to this very first double crochet here and start working my front post, back post stitches. So how I do that is you wrap your yarn to do a double crochet, and instead of going like into the stitch, you're going to go behind this post. Grab your yarn, work your double crochet. Now, the next post, wrap your yarn to work your double crochet, go in from the back and pop that post backwards. Grab your yarn, pull it through, and work your double crochet. Okay, so now go behind the post, work your double crochet. Go in front of that post and work your double crochet. And that's what pops these stitches back and forth. Does that make sense? So go behind, go in front of, go behind, go in front of, go behind. And you just keep doing that all the way around until you get to the end. This is the border that I like to put on almost everything. If I'm going to add a border, I'll say I'm doing the double crochet, front post, back post, ribbing. I use it a lot. Just a few more. And I'm only doing 2 rows, but if you wanted to do a 3rd row or a 4th row, when you get to the end, I'll show you. I'm at the end. I'm going to skip those 2, slip stitch to join. I'm going to chain 2. If I kept going, I would chain 2, and I would go behind this post like we did down here and put my hook in front of this post. I would keep working front and back on the same stitches, if that makes sense. So now we have a tapered sleeve instead of a flat boxy bottom. It's tapered, and we added a little ribbed cuff.